Ah, hello, hello, hello. Hi. I'm a little late. I'm a little late. I'm a little late. Give me a minute. This is the JoJo show now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the JoJo show. I hang on. I'm a little late. I haven't like properly set up yet. Everything kind of went a little bit too quickly tonight. Hang on, hang on. Okay. You heard nothing. Hello. I'm here. That's the important thing. It was 1 minute. I'm sorry for being late, but it was 1 minute. I'm doing my best. I was so ready to start, and then I realized that one, I hadn't connected the broadcast, which actually is like super easy. It's like 2 buttons, but like I hadn't done it yet. And also the mic wasn't connected. So I had to fix it. Guys, please. I also hadn't opened up Spotify yet, so that was also a thing I needed to do. I was a little behind. I spent too long chatting. Yapping. But it was for a good cause. Because I was doing Miku research and yapping. But mostly doing Miku research. Yes. So, Giorgio and I were looking at Miku stuff, songs, history, memes, the leaks. Because I actually don't know that much about Miku. And I wanted to do a little bit of research, ignore the chair, before we jumped into this proper... Hang on. Hang on. Oh, I need to have a different screen for stuff like this. What can I do? Can I show you guys a feedback loop of yourselves? That would be funny. Would it be funny? No, I don't want to risk it. I can't risk you guys seeing all my tabs, actually. There's too many of them, and I am aware there's too many of them. At least you're not laughing, Hannah. You did some research. I did a little bit of research. I would by no means call myself a Miku scholar, but I am at least now a Miku disciple. A little bit. Like entry level. Oh, I needed an excuse to destroy South Africa. Hey. Can I leave? No. How many tabs? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I have 2 separate browsers with 50 tabs each. Nuh-uh, I closed the first one. Miku with a bonk stick? Mayhaps. Okay, how am I gonna do this? I suppose I can just go... Yeah, let's go landscape page. That's nice. Okay, I love my shortcuts. Hello. Okay. Let me reorient myself. Let me take a couple sips of my tea. I'm somehow more scattered than I was last week. Okay. What is there to know about Miku? She's blue, Japanese, a robot, and she's been 16 for the past 19 years. You know, when you put it all like that, it certainly does sound easy. Let's see. Okay, so I thought we'd start things off. Okay, so I have a couple Mikus in mind, right? Yes, I did call Miku a canon in the thumbnail. And yes, that's because I wasn't paying attention when I made the thumbnail. But also, you must understand, it's so that I can now draw a canon Miku. Oh, hope to learn more during the stream. Me too. I am very open to learning more of Miku. Let's see. Is that a nice color? I quite like that color. Maybe a bit lighter. We're going all in on the blue theme for this one. Let's see. Miku is indeed a big gun. Yes. You see. I thought I would take a leaf out of JJK's book and create a canon Miku. One must understand the power of the canon Miku is unstoppable, actually. Can you tell I've been practicing my anatomy? Don't worry about that real quick. Hang on, I need a reference. I need a reference. This is as far as I can go without a reference. Let's try that. Looks quite nice. There we go. And we're doing that, and we're doing that. And let's go. But then I also thought it would be fun to have something with the pigtails as well. Let's get the eyes right. We don't want anything too bad there. Uh-huh. Okay, it's not my best work, but come. Because then the idea, right, was that you had cannon hair, so it would like torpedo its way around. It's not my best idea. It's not my best idea, but at least bear with me. Bear with me. Huh? Something like that. Like that. And I'm using the sleeves as a very convenient excuse for me to not have to draw hands. There we go. Although socks and shoes, yes they are. Not entirely sure how the shoes work, but we'll just roll with it, I fear. There you go. Canon Hatsune Miku. We'll be calling this one a warm-up. Can we get the basic rundown on Miku? Okay. I'm not the expert. Miku is a Vocaloid from the mid-2000s, I believe. Maybe something around that time, based entirely on her outfit and like the general animation quality of some of the videos I watched. She is very cool because she's like AI but more ethical in that she was created in a lab by voice actors who made a bunch of recordings. There's a bunch of files of voice clips that are then turned into different songs that Miku can sing. So Miku sings. Just turn the other arm into a cannon. It's like Astro Boy. Yeah. Yippee! There we go. Gorgeous. Fantastic. There you go. Ah, not that. That's the problem. I haven't saved yet. Okay, hang on. Let me save something. Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that. It wasn't super incriminating, but I probably will be fine. Sorry about that. Anyway. Yeah, so, practice rundown. Why are we trying to draw toes? Are they toes? No. No. We're not doing toes. Toes instead of shoes. She wears shoes. This is why you should give all cultures in the immortal world kimono sleeves, so you don't have to draw their hands. You say that as a joke, but I do kind of have that I did have that in mind when I was designing some of the clothes for much later in the timeline. You can definitely see it if you... Yeah, I've definitely shown off my kimono-esque looking loose-fitting outfits with very nice long sleeves that cover the hands. She doesn't always wear shoes. Well, she does in this version, okay? Okay, so that's our practice canon Miku. Now the thumbnail is true to its name. As every Miku is canon, now every Miku is a canon. Such is my truth. Okay. Tarantino reference. Oh no. Okay. The next one I thought would be fun to do is to draw to draw Miku from the time of Tala's beginnings, right? So where the comics beginning is set, the first arc, 45,000 years ago in their world, in the world of Immortal. I thought it would be fun to design a Miku from that time period. So I'm going to go ahead with that one, and then I think we can start taking requests after that. With the exception of the first one will have to be Giorgio's request, because they requested ahead of time. First come, first served, and they were first. So we're doing their request after Immortal Miku. Cave woman Miku. Indeed. Okay, let's give this one a little bit more structure instead of the quick doodle. I wonder if I can do an interesting pose. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Let's cut ourselves out a nice shape here. We should have her wear the pelt of some random Ice Age beastie. Oh, certainly could. Let's see how we go as we go. Okay, let's again, something interesting. It's kind of at the same angle as the first one, but let's see if we can make it a bit more structured. I don't know. It's either going to be a very like straightforward pose like that, or it's going to be something more with the knee up, a little bit more like an idol pose. Idol, I-D-O-L. Hmm. Mayhaps. Have a wizard. That's love. Let's go something more interesting but simple still. I've been having a very hard time with poses recently. I feel like I'm sort of tapped out for fresh ideas. And going online doesn't seem to help, because then I just end up copying the ones that I see online. And the ones that I see online are never, like, interesting to me, you know? Maybe it's just that I'm looking in the wrong places, but they all seem very stiff or very, like relatively uninteresting, not super coordinated. So maybe it's something that I need to be practicing more. Because, you know, I go through phases with a lot of stuff like this, where it's like, oh, I can do so many poses, I can see the Matrix. I don't want to distract from the stream too much, but have you seen the Game Over pilot yet? Yes, I have. I saw it the day after it released, actually. It was weird. It took YouTube, like, a full 24 hours to even recommend it to me. Which is how I found out that my, my subscription, no, my, yeah, well, yeah, I guess it is a subscription, isn't it? To Glitch was... It apparently deemed that I wouldn't be interested in it, which is quite funny, because I quite enjoyed it. Not as much as, I think, the Gaslight District. I enjoyed that quite a bit more. But it was still really cool. It was very cool to see Jay Schlatt's character. Especially since I feel like they had him recording his lines just like at his home setup. And then it just sounded like they were taking clips of him and putting him into the... like, it worked because his character's a robot, but like it was very funny to hear like the tinny audio from like his home office. Just kind of coming through in the pilot. It was very fun. I enjoyed it immensely. Let's see. What was very interesting? It is very interesting. I wondered when I first like kind of looked at it conceptually. I mean, as I was watching the pilot, right? It seems like a very limiting premise. Because the idea is that you are going to these, you know, very enclosed worlds. Sorry, very minor spoilers if you haven't seen Gameoverse. But the idea is that you're in this universe that is just filled with these very small, enclosed, separated worlds. And the only good ending there is if they either stay exactly the way they are, never moving forward, or they do move forward and then perish. It's not much of a spoiler. This is kind of the premise that you're shown immediately as soon as you start. But it's very interesting that that's what they've gone with, because I'm not entirely sure how they're going to grow the universe from this point. Like, clearly they're part of an organization that exists outside of these worlds. But it's a very sad kind of existence that they have, where everyone who is a part of this community, this organization, exists as these broken people that have lost everything they've ever loved, and they have to rebuild essentially from nothing because they come from all these worlds that have their games ended and were destroyed. And it's fascinating. And I love seeing something where I don't really know where they're gonna go next. Because sometimes I'm very pleasantly surprised. So I'll be watching it with interest. Much like Knights of Guinevere. Actually, I'm most excited for Knights of Guinevere. Knights of Guinevere is very up my alley. Oh, hi, Galley Girl. I haven't seen you in a minute. Hello, hello. Actually, no, I have. Oh, very cool to see you again. Gameoverse kind of reminds me of Wreck-It Ralph for some reason. I would similar. It's looking at the meta of video games, which is exactly what Wreck-It Ralph did. It just does it with a different sort of style and aesthetic and approach to its narrative, which is never a bad thing. In fact, I'd love it if we had a lot more things that approached similar concepts but stretched it out and played with it in different ways. Let's see, lying for fun. Knights of Guinevere, exactly. It's also the anti-corporate streak in me, like this, Disney, bad. It's a very fun thing to see as well, because also it's interesting from the perspective of like the creator, because, you know, she worked in the industry. And it's very, very cool to see not just like the gripes with it, but the perspective that one has coming out of it, and this idea of burnout and creativity being, you know, underappreciated, which is something that you get a lot in like creative narratives. But it is very cool to see from this perspective and from this world as well. The world is very, very interesting. Let's see. Isn't Spider-Verse coming out this year? Is it? I feel like so much is coming out this year. I'll watch anything Dana Terrace does. I'm so excited for the Owl House graphic novel she's made that's coming out later this year. I didn't know there was one. I need to finish the Owl House. I watched my way through season 1 and then I don't know, wrong place, wrong time. I never went back to it. I don't know why I have her standing like she's a god. That's a bit of a concerning pose. What can I do that's not this, actually? What if I had something more like... See, I'm overthinking the pose because I know that I'm having trouble with it at the moment. With them at the moment. So of course I'm going to take too long to work on it and overthink it. So much is coming out this year. You too, are you also coming out? I guess. Like outside. Out of the outdoors is lovely this time of year. Do you know it's 20 degrees right now? That's very pleasant. Used to set the during the summer set the aircon to 21 degrees and that was very pleasant, and now it gets to that degrees naturally without us doing anything. It's amazing. How about that weather we're having? She doesn't go outside. Yeah, I don't. One day I will. One day I'll have exercise. I'll have it. I'll own it. Okay. I'm sketching something out. If it looks bad, we're redoing it. This is the way to go. This is the way to go. When you're stuck, you simply push through. You do not put it down. You do not step away. You push through until you get something. And then when it starts to hurt, that's when you step away. Don't worry about it. That's my philosophy. I wish for an ice age. It's 27 degrees today. I hate it here. No! Can we switch because the 30-degree heat wave here in Europe sucks right now? Oh no. Suffer! Suffer as I have. I spent all Christmas dying and now you have to deal with it too. Anything above 20 degrees is like hellfire in Britain. Ugh. But you guys get snow in winter. It doesn't count. Damn you. Okay, putting in there, and then we're putting in there, and then we... I've made the chest a bit too big, but that's fine. That's something we can work on as we go. You'd think I'd have an easier time, because Miku's got a very similar build to Tala, but God forbid I ever have an easy time doing anything. Let's see. Instead of global warming, we should do global cooling. Who's with me? I'm not kidding. I watched Project Hail Mary at the beginning when they were talking about like, yeah, no, the Earth is predicted to cool by so much over the next like couple decades, and I was like, oh, that would be so preferable over what we've got now. I felt jealous for this apocalyptic situation they were in, because at least it was gonna be cold. Ignoring the fact that it would be absolutely devastating just in the other direction. Like, I really did just go like, fantasy worlds get all the luck. It's not a fantasy world, it's an alternate modern day world. But anyway. Okay. It's fine. I've made her a little too bulky, but that's okay. We'll fix it in post. That's not right. Hello. Deselect. Actually, hang on. Let me put you on a different layer. Ugh, I cannot. I simply cannot put you on a different layer. I'm stuck with you. Ah, well. Such is the point of these. Okay, so let's put in... Let's not change the hair. The hair can stay exactly as it is, I think. It's quite choppy already, yeah. Actually, the fringe is quite a bit longer than I thought it was. Okay, there we go. So then... There we go. And there we go. Like that. You guys can see? Yes, you can. Okay. It's a little too low on your side, but that's alright. Bulky is exactly what we need for prehistoric Miku. They weren't that bulky! Okay, maybe they were. They kind of were. Yeah, they were. I'm just drawing them as, like, waifish. For no goddamn reason. Project Hail Mary mentioned. That was a fantastic... It was amazing. It was beautiful. Fantastic movie. I wish I could experience it again for the first time. It was a fantastic movie. Okay, let's, doesn't have to be hectic. Let's just make it... I was going for... That's not quite what I was trying to do. What's the cat expression that they have in... Yeah, that's what I'm going for. That is exactly what I'm going for. Every time I do the eyebrows, she just looks concerned. Oh no! The Backrooms movie is going to get released soon. I am so excited. We were just talking about it earlier tonight, Giorgio and I, and others. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be sick. It's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait for it. I hope we get to see it in theaters. And then I want to watch all the stuff on YouTube that Kane Pixels has brought out before, you know, we all sit down and watch the official movie. I haven't been excited for a movie like this since a while. The FNAF movie, but like for a different reason. We will see it in the... Yes, we will. You should give her a unibrow? No! Caveman doesn't mean unibrow. That's so rude. I did it anyway, so now you can clip it, but still. Okay. And then... right. Okay. Okay, so that's all fine. And then, okay, now this is the part where we get into Immortalverse. Let's go for something that looks a little bit similar to the sleeves that are... okay, so the sleeves are detached. Can't quite do that, though. Let's give her an ephemeral... Sorry, I pronounce it one way in my head, and I know it's not how you pronounce it, but, like, that's just how I say it in my head. And then I think no one will ever hear me say it out loud, and then I don't think about how to pronounce it. It's a whole thing, don't worry about it. Okay, so something like that. And then let's make it a double one. That's quite nice. I like how that'll sort of bring everything down with the posture. Okay, and then that's where the collarbones would go. That's where that goes. That's where the shoulder goes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. And then what can I put under? Because now this would be like an over shirt. Over wrap, I guess you could call it, yeah. Actually, in fact, let me bring it up a little bit as well. It doesn't quite make sense for it to be as low as it is without it being layered a little bit. And then, yeah, and then it would come up a bit like that. And then at least just keep it on one shoulder. There we go. Like that. Okay, let's bring the arm down a little bit because that's a bit more correct. And then... ah, yes. I always forget. The paint on the cheeks. I do always forget that, though. It's a bit of a problem. It's the one part of the process that I don't do in the line art, so I always forget to do it. Oh, hi, TC! Is Miku canon in your project? Every Miku is canon. So yes? Why not? Yeah, okay, there you go. You will not see her in the canon. The pigtails are a little bit too obvious for me to sneak her in the background somewhere. But I am comfortable saying that she does exist somewhere out there. In a part of the world that the main characters aren't currently in. Okay, and then we have your fingers over here, madame. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And then we'll have a wrap around here. I've started giving them little bags to carry all their things in. Because it makes sense that they would have them. And the bags go... typically around the side. It's a little side satchel like that, but the hands are going to get in the way there. Maybe they won't. What if I did it like that? And then... yeah, so it gets tied around here. And then it's literally just like you've wrapped it up into... like you've rolled up an animal skin like a yoga mat. So it's a Swiss roll in there. And then it's just angled in a way where you have the flap here. So it's literally just like on the inside, it just looks like this. And what they've done is they've just tied it on either end. So you can contain stuff in there, and then there's like a little flap that goes around. I'm ridiculously proud of it for how simple it is, but I'm proud of it because it's simple. Does that make sense? Like, it's something that I feel would realistically exist in that time. Like, it's a little clever, but it's also like you can visualize it existing during that time. No evidence for it, none whatsoever. They didn't have baskets. I couldn't do anything with that. So they maybe didn't have baskets. So I had to improvise. Ah, right, and then we have the cloak, which would be obscuring all of that. So let's just bring that down. Okay, so at least you know what's happening under the hood. I'm never saying that again. That sounded terrible. You know what's happening under there, but it's all obscured by that top overshirt, over skin, animal skin. And then, so the over coverings, the jacket, they function as blankets and jackets, and then they typically are like not big, because then they would like cover the whole body. I'm talking too much about the lore in a Miku stream, but they're big, they're like oddly shaped, but they are, hello, thank you, basically just these multifunctional pieces of clothing, which I thought was also pretty neat, especially considering how much they travel. Yeah. A Swiss roll, may I ask what that is? Yeah, a Swiss roll. A Swiss roll. You know, like a Swiss roll. Cinnamon roll. Swiss roll. Am I insane? Am I going insane? From what I heard in the land of the Angelus. From what I heard in the land of the angels, they rolled a Swiss man to make those. Hi, Phoenix. Yes, Phoenix, we know. But you are the one who is wrong, in fact, because behold, canon Miku. So, who's the fool now? Starting beef with the who's the fool now? You'll never know. Okay, anyway, we're moving on. The signature woven wrap, well, not woven, tied together bits of straw that make leg wraps. I'm sure they're very comfortable. But alas, they exist. They are useful. The idea behind them is that they... I hate you. I said angels... Not angels. I will never pronounce it correctly, screw you. I'm fighting. There you go. Now we get vague approximations of toes, I guess. Are you happy, strangers? Strange people in the chat who were asking for this? I know some of your names, but I'm pretending I don't know any of you. Okay. And then, of course, we just have your very simple, roughly knee-high skirt. Yeah, that seems about right. Where's the toes guy? Don't ask that, don't ask. Have I bought you Paralives yet? No, but I've bought myself Paralives, and it's been quite lovely. I was there day one. It had been out for 1 whole minute, and the only reason I didn't buy it before then is because for some reason when I kept refreshing it, nothing was showing. It wasn't giving me a buy button or anything. But it was only for like the first like literal minute. That like I was there at for me it was 4 p.m. in the afternoon, so I was there at 4 on the dot. I had been waiting the entire day for it, and then I played it for 5 hours straight, and then I was satisfied. You're so stingy? I am. I'm sorry. I have to be. I have to be. In my defense... No, I have no defense. Something that would be quite cute, actually, is if there were ephemerals in the hair. Ephemerals. like, strung through the hair. That would be quite pretty. Look at that, yeah. I quite like that. That's quite nice. It's called Paralives because you need para money for it. It was on sale when I got it. I actually think it was price adjusted for my country because it was much cheaper than the $40 that people were saying it was online. For me, at least. I do know it was on sale for $30 when it first came out as well. So I'm not entirely sure. I think I may have lucked out on that one. It was a very reasonable price for an indie game that's promising a lot of free DLC down the line. So I was able to justify the purchase. In other news, payday's tomorrow. No. Let's see. It's okay. No one has to donate to the stream today. I am aware that I am already living in the lap of luxury. Please do not. I will in fact be very upset if you do. Sorry, I'm tempting. Oof. Are you guys talking to Georgia or to me? Oh, hi, Budget Carpet. Very cool to see you. Here on a... Yeah, no, it has been... So I'm seeing a lot of old faces again. I wonder if there's a reason for that. It's very cool, though. Patreon shoutouts. It's because we have fucking Miku. Oh, you guys are scaring me. The chat's so agitated today. I wonder if it's got anything to do with the conversation about money. We must pay her taxes for her chat. No. I'm probably fine. I pay my taxes on time. That's a thing I do. I shouldn't say it like that. I do that. It's a very interesting thing. I've only had to pay taxes for like 3 years, and I'm already tired of it. And the thought that I have to do this for many, many years to come is quite depressing. I still feel like I'm not qualified to do it. It's like, oh, tax season? I don't know what any of that means. Okay. Hope I did it right. Please don't take me to jail. Every single time since I heard the news, when I have had to like think about tax, I have thought about the mangaka for Apothecary Diaries who got arrested because she forgot to file her taxes. And every single time I just think, oh my god, that could have been me. Oh, that could have been me. That is exactly the kind of thing I would do. I live in constant fear that that's gonna be me someday. I have to wait to have nepotism play. Draw Uma Miku and my life is yours. Ooh, that's a tempting offer. Okay. Yes, in fact, we are done with our immortal Miku. She's quite plain, but she is quite nice. I like the little cloak that she's got on top. Very pretty, very cute. Very demure, very mindful. Oy, that's an old one. Can't wait for immortal comic artists to be arrested for tax evasion in 7 years. Do I remember right? If we get the Patreon to... yes, you are. That is still the goal. But I don't talk about it very much because it is a bit of an unrealistic goal at the current moment. Especially since, you know, the comic's not really out yet. Secret. Now we need Tala in cosplay? Oh. with the pigtails like stapled to the side of her head. I feel like the pigtails are such an important part of Miku. You can't do Miku without the pigtails. Okay. I'm scared. What's happening? Oh, it was a recommend. Okay, Georgia. Okay, Georgia. Okay. That's too many Mikus. That's too many. Okay, hang on. You get one request. Do you want the first one or do you want this one? Yes, I am yelling at you over a very public stream. I'm overwhelmed. That's the one. That's okay. Georgia has changed. The original request was for a strawberry Miku. The new request, in honor of Georgia's favorite game, Lego Batman, releasing this week. Earlier this week. We will be doing Batman Miku. Oh my gosh, okay. Mom, Dad, stop fighting. It's okay, I just bowed down immediately, it's fine. I want South African Miku, I want to know the stereotypes. You don't need me for that, there's a lot of people who've drawn South African Miku. Much better at it than me. I'm a visitor in my own country, I don't know any of the stereotypes. Is it my own country? I live here. I've lived here my whole life. Minus 1 year. I'm still a visitor. Miku's father. Oh, okay. I'm losing my mind a little bit. Hang on. Oh. Okay, we're resetting. We're expanding the canvas, and now we're resetting. Everyone, calm. I got a little bit overwhelmed. We are doing Batman Miku now. And then we are going to open up the floor for requests. I did hear Uma Miku. A combination of DC's two favorite things. So I am, if I remember, I will do that one. I will try. She doesn't know anything about South Africa because she's an otaku that doesn't go outside. Just because you're right. Just because you're right. I have nothing to say to that. That's pretty spot on. Yeah, I know far too much about. I know far too much about anime. I know far too much about American politics, and yet I know nothing. I know nothing about South Africa. Do not trust me to give you any kind of tourism advice. I will tell you to go to the local grocery store and get a milk tart, and that is the extent of my. That is the extent of my tourist knowledge. I actually told someone who was going to visit Cape Town that that's something they should do. I think it really showed my lack of experience in these things. Oh, what's a touristy thing they can do? Oh, I know. Go to your local grocery store. Go from your hotel to the grocery store, get yourself a milk tart, and that is the only experience worth having in this big glorious country. Don't worry about Table Mountain. Don't worry about any of that. Don't worry about any of it. Anyway, what were we talking about? Milk tart mentioned base. Oh, I would. Oh, a little mini milk tart. Ooh. Oh, now that's the good stuff. The problem is that I don't know how to make them myself, so I will always appreciate a convenience store milk tart. Okay, wait. Let me redo this. Hang on. Let's give him more of a pose. Everyone stands at 3/4 poses. Okay, that's fine. That's less fun. Okay, hang on. I'm figuring it out. We were talking about Milk Tart Miku. Yeah, Lego Batman was a bit of a contentious issue. If you haven't heard anything about it or played it yourself, minor, well, not minor, I guess. Like spoilers for the Lego Batman game Chapter 3. They don't kill Robin's parents. In fact, they kind of lie to you and act like it's gonna happen, and then it doesn't. Which is crazy because at the very beginning of the game, they do show Bruce's parents getting very much killed. But then when it comes to Robin, the original Robin, Dick Grayson, I've just said the words murder and dick in the same minute. Oh, this video is not going anywhere. The stream's doomed, guys. Shut it down. But no, because the idea is that they're in the circus and then his parents fall off the trapeze and die, right? And so you go through the whole sort of level and it's like, oh yeah, no, this is fine. This is the story as we know it, Lego Batman style. It's all full of comedy and stuff like that. And then at the very end, they do a fake out and his parents don't die, which means that the plot then changes to Batman adopting an orphan into him stealing a child from the circus who now lives with him because he got fired from the circus. Yeah. So they didn't have the guts to show his parents dying, which then makes things more confusing because now Batman is a kidnapper of a child with very alive parents who are probably looking for him at some point in the story. In the background, I can just see them putting up wanted posters. Missing character assassination cinema. So it is pretty funny. Who is Robin? Is he related to Steelen? Oh. Very interesting game. Very interesting game. Ooh, what's Avantris up to? The alternate universe where Batman kidnaps kids. Exactly. Okay, hang on. So we've got... This is just your classic superhero pose. I wonder if there's anything... Oh, I know. Oh, the hair's gonna be fun. Hang on. So we can have... that. Ooh. I can't see. My hands are covering my other hand. My hand's covering the other one. Hang on. I cannot see. Ah, okay. Good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. And then... There you go. That looks quite fun, doesn't it? 1, 2... There you go. That's kind of... Why is Miku doing the Superman pose? I thought this was Batman. I don't know anymore. This is more like a Robin pose, if anything. I feel like Miku's too hopeful to be a super successful Batman. It's like if Robin stole Batman's suit. Which I'm sure has happened in the canon at some point. Someone's gonna tell me. It doesn't look like a Lego. It is not a Lego. It is a bat. The hair's too long there, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. Yes, okay, there we go, there we go. Yes, it did happen in canon. I fucking knew it. Vampire Miku. Okay, I like the outline. You can keep it. Oh, thank you very much, Phoenix. That means a lot, really. Canon. Canon. Yes, Dick Grayson was Batman for a bit. Yeah. Ooh, anyone interested in watching the Amazing Digital Circus movie on June 4th? I hope it does well. I hope it does too. It's a shame that it got leaked, but I haven't seen the leaked version around anyway. Luckily, I don't think I've been I've been staying off Tumblr for a while, but I haven't been seeing any spoilers there. I don't feel on like the movie, which is quite nice. I really didn't expect that, based on just how popular the show is. I thought they would just like I thought most of the plot points would be common knowledge by now, but maybe it's just my algorithm. I just dodged a bullet. What are we on? What are we doing? What is everyone yelling about? Canon, canon. Guys, I'm saying the same thing. Okay, hang on. I need to actually look up a Batman suit now. I can't go off memory alone anymore. Batman. Behold. That's quite interesting. Oh, I like what they've done with the cape. That's cool. I want to steal that. Hang on. I don't know if I can, actually. It might be the wrong angle for it. Okay, hang on. Before I get distracted. Oh, but how would the hair work with the cowl? Oh, that's a very good question. I suppose we can do a Robin thing where it's like... Yeah. And it goes like that. And then... I love the perpetually angry mask of Batman. That's fine. That's more or less okay. That Chad, I think we're killing the joke. Oh no. One bad day, Batman. That's what he said, right? That's an accurate quote. I'm sure it is. Okay, and then the cowl, I'm gonna take some liberties with. Okay, no, so it does go like that. Yeah, so that goes down there. And then... this is fine, this is fine. This is exactly what it looks like. That's fine, that's fine. That's exactly what it looks like. Don't worry about it. That's totally accurate and not too tall. She's fine. I lie. Okay, so then we would get... Of course, you've got to have the abs. God forbid we forget the abs. I don't draw abs that often, so we'll have to see how this one goes. Are they abs? There's only 4 of them. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, because the belt's obscuring the last set, which would be like that. Sometimes I look at shonen, and I wonder if they know what anatomy is. Because I feel like they draw too many abs. That is my truth. That is my honest to God truth. okay. Muscled Miku is quite funny, though. I will not be getting the muscle groups right even slightly, but it is funny to see. I may be putting too much thought into this Batman outfit. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Yeah. Oh, right, and then of course you have the... like that, and then there's like blades. This Batman's cool. He's spiky. Oh, hang on. Ah, okay. False alarm. Hope you didn't hear any of that small alarm going in the background. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's how fingers work. Don't think about it too hard. There we go. Behold, the Miku. Oh! Did the audio go out? Oh, okay, some people have audio, some people don't. Oh, I haven't touched any of the settings, so if it is the case, then I'm not sure exactly what I can do on my end. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, muted only for some. Okay. Oh, good. Okay, okay. Reload the stream? You're good? Okay, we're good, we're good. Sorry, that was a bit concerning. Ah. That would be a good prank. Tito, no. Huh. Huh. Okay, hang on. Is there something going wrong on my end? Doesn't seem so. I haven't had a drop or anything in bandwidth? I don't know the correct term for that. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know enough to be helpful in if anything should ever go wrong. It's kind of the problem. Okay, pure stream health. The stream health tab says it's excellent, and I trust it. It's kind of all I got. Okay, yeah. Re-entering the stream, yeah. Okay, I'm glad that worked. Sorry, okay, we're back. I went silent again, don't worry, that was on purpose. OMG, they killed her. Okay. If you're having trouble... do I need to type that? I feel like I'm okay. Are we okay? We're okay. Sorry. I was fiddling with the mic. Just to make sure everything's alright on that side. It's fine! I don't know. Even if it hadn't been fine, again, I don't know what I could have done. Nah, but we're alright, we're alright. Okay, and then, of course, the underwear, because it's Batman. And then, yeah. Oh, I'm even worse at muscle groups in the legs. That's far too much. There we go. Go more like that. Yeah, so something like that. Yes, very muscular. More or less. Just don't look at it for too long and it'll look correct. Just double checking. Are we still all good? Still alright? Nice. Okay, okay. The South African government finally got it. No! I thought about not paying my taxes and they got me. Finally caught up with the entire stream. Let it be known I'm very disappointed there has been no mention of Gold Ship Miku. Ooh, that would be an Uma, wouldn't it? This is the best day of my life. Alright, I was gonna do a thing. Hang on. There we go. Liku Miku. She's beautiful. Glorious. What if it was a bat dressed as a bat? Legs are leg shaped, don't worry about it. And then I believe we have some, yes, some end boots. Those ankles are the Achilles heels. She will snap in half if you hit her there. Okay, there we go. Her wingspan is so wide. I feel like I have to do her justice and put her up here. Actually, why don't I just make them all a bit bigger? And then just keep... We'll just keep going this way. This is how canvases work. Or, let me just... Yeah, actually, that makes a lot more sense if I just go down instead. It won't look as silly, at least. Okay. Oh, there we go. Bat leaks, buy your own. Buy your own? Ah. Regarding the number of abs, it's entirely genetic. Arnold Schwarzenegger, for example, only ever had a 4-pack. Ah, okay, okay. Wingspan or hair pigtail span? You know, can it not be both? Is it alright if it's both? Miku and her glorious hairspan. Hang on. Oh. There we go. Is that the first time I've ever sneezed on stream? I was... Sorry, thank you. Okay. Oh, that winded me. Okay. Going on. What was that? Did it sound bad on the mic? I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I didn't think it was gonna happen. I was like, oh no, I've said hang on and like paused again, and I've already done that too many times in stream, and then I thought it wasn't gonna happen, and then just anyway. What a big deal to make about nothing. Anyway, I heard someone mention a gold ship. The Chonkla Getter. And an on-stream sneeze counter 1. Poor Miku. Don't make me do a centaur, Miku. I can't handle it. Now, how would one make a gold ship, Miku? Like, the outfit I can see being something that would be transposed onto her. But then the hair's quite distinctive. I can do a mix of the two. I feel like that's allowed. That's allowed. Oh, hi, Super Duck. Welcome. It's simple. I read drawing Miku. I clicked. Oh, lovely, lovely. Glad to see we're really reaching the Miku crowd. Okay. Okay, let's go for a nice proper gold ship Miku. Yes, okay. I figured out hands, don't worry. Crisis averted. Hey! Neurax worm! Welcome! You gotta do die with Scarlet, not gold ship. This is not a drill. Die with Scarlet. What's wrong with gold ship? Wait. Oh, I see. It's because of the pigtails. Yes, I see. Okay. I was trying to remember who Die with Scarlet was. No, and I remember now. Yes, it's the pigtail. No! I'm so sorry, Worm. Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. Super Duck is honestly right. We need more Paleolithic media. I hope me and Hannah fix that. Yeah! I hope so too. Golshi is fine, but she's more Tito-coded if anything, let's be honest. Teto? Ah. Kasane Tito. Okay. I see it, I think. Is... Okay, I see. I know all of these people, and their names, and their personalities, and what they stand for. Can't believe Hannah doesn't know about Kasane Tito. I googled it. Leave me alone. Okay. Since this is just a special unofficial piece for TC, we'll do... I can't give it ears. we'll do Die with Scarlet. Ooh, that crown is not gonna have much detail to it, I've decided. There you go. What you gonna do? Actually, hang on, let me do the whole pose before I start going in on the detail. The pose has to be different now. I can't have her do better. Okay, I can't do that one. So like that. Okay, and then like, okay, so shoulder goes here, arm goes there, and then we do a little bit of a fun thing with the perspective. Okay, nice uplifted chest, puffed out chest, I guess is the better term for it. Don't worry about it. And then hand goes there, arm goes there, and then leg go. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Okay, so like that, and then like that, and then turns in, and then like that, because then it's a bit of a distance away. And it's faced straight, like that. I am copying Die with Scarlet's pose from the wiki. Like, to a T. I bet Hannah doesn't even know the name of Tala's mom. That's so rude, okay? I know it, I just don't remember it right now. It's in my notes. Okay, that's a nice pose though. Okay. Let's see. The skirt's not very high. But it does feel like it does that a little bit. Yeah, that's a fun one. Okay. Oh, that's nice. You can really incorporate the hairstyle in here as well. And then let's just have... okay. And then the bangs will change here to be more Miku-esque. Oh, that's a fun expression. I quite like that. It's a little bit too high and the eyes are a little bit too small. And I've maybe made them a bit too intense as well. Let's tweak them a bit. I like that, I said, and then I just proceeded to change everything about it. Yeah, that seems a little bit less. That's the thing. Eyebrows are very fun. Because if you draw them a little bit too intense, the character can come off looking a little bit more evil than you meant them to. There's a very thin line between determined and bad intentioned, which is quite fun. Let's see. And then we've got the pigtails. That's the thing, I feel like this is more dye with Scarlet than Miku. Maybe if the color scheme was different, then it would help draw more of her character out. Oh, and the pigtails would be way longer as well. Yeah, something more like that. To match the super long tail. There we go, like that. And then we have some decent perspective stuff that I'm a little scared to approach, but I'm sure we'll manage it. Okay, so the sleeves are quite bulky. Actually, maybe I can do a mix of the two outfits. That would be quite fun. I don't know how that would work out, though. Oh, bye, Gally. Thank you very much for sticking around. A horse will visit you in your dreams. Horses are such wonderful fantasy creatures. Nah. Okay. Let's not knock my pen against my cup of tea. That would be bad. Okay. Cute. Okay, so you've got your... like that, but then instead of a tie, it's a big old bow. Like that. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And then let's get rid of this part here. Make the hair look a little bit more natural. A little bit more flowy. Uh-huh. There we go, like that. And then you want something like that. Yes, there we go. Okay, so now it's flowing out a little bit more on both sides. And not as thick on the one side as it is on the other side. Or at least it shouldn't be. I'm obsessing a little bit over the details, but you must simply excuse me. I am the kind of person who does that. Okay, so like that, like that. And then, okay, so for her it's just a button up. Okay, so then let's signature sleeves. We want... Oy, those are some interesting looking sleeves on Daiwa. Interesting, okay. Oh my god, I just cannot find a good reference for them. Okay, okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. Uy. I see. Okay, 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 okay. So they're like... Is this a sailor uniform? Or more like a soldier's... Or not a soldier, what's the word? Oh, there's a proper term for it. I've forgotten it completely. Don't laugh at me, I know you all are. It's fine if you do, but at least tell me. Actually, don't. I don't want to know. Okay, and then we'll do the sleeves like that. Yeah, so we'll still have the big cuffs on the sleeves. Instead of just the regular plain sleeves, but then we'll have the cutoff there and we'll just have some bare arms. And then we have the tassels that go like that. Sure, her outfit's more complicated than I thought it was, actually. Okay, and then we have... yes, so that's that, but then that's where the underarm is, right? Okay, so we want that here, and then that's where the V of the bottom of the corset comes in, and then you have that, that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's like a I don't have much of a frame of reference for this. I don't know if the Japanese suit of oh, what's it called? A soldier's celebratory armor, their ceremonial armor, ceremonial uniform is very similar to the British one, because I had to do a series once where I just drew a bunch of the different uniforms for the British Army, Navy, Air Force, etc. Yeah, so it looks very similar to that, just specifically with these kind of like tassels here. But what do I know? I could be wrong. And then we'll have... I suppose we can have it like that. And then it won't be like that. Okay, so we'll have it like this, and then the tassels go here. Don't worry about how bad they look. And then it goes like that. And then we'll have more like ruffles on the top here to really match the this top white frilly shirt that she's got. And then this is quite nice for the corset, because the corset looks very similar to the shirt that Miku wears. The buttoned up. It's a very specific like cut. And then we have... There we go. Your classic skirt. No real problem here. Hand will go here. That's also a very 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the thumb can come here. Her sleeve will probably be shaped more like that. And then move out like this. Sorry, I haven't looked at the chat in a while. I'm focused on the reference. No one say anything rude while I'm gone. I will cry when I see it later. Okay. Perspective. My enemy, my enemy, my enemy. Okay. Okay, and so there's a regular, less frilled skirt under that. And then... yeah, let's cut that more here. Okay. Yeah. And then we'll have that more here. And then we've got a second set of frilly skirts. Right under that. Okay. And then I said that that goes up here and then that goes down there. There we go. So something like that. Looks quite nice. And then, yeah, then we'll have something like that. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Skirt's a bit of an interesting shape. I feel like it's maybe not the best it could be, but it is a bit difficult to kind of draw these kinds of skirts on the fly. On the fly. Without a... Usually when I have to draw like really complex like frilly skirts, I do the entire underline and then like I trace it out very carefully in a way that like my brain understands it. Otherwise I do just kind of end up doing this and then it just never quite looks right to my brain. Yeah, because there's also like a little bit of like a angle, like everything kind of just pumps up in a very specific way, but that's okay. Okay, and then we have these stockings like that. Very normal thing to wear when you're running a race. We will not be looking at that. Okay, and then we have the... these are a bit too low. They're kind of already at her knees. Unless I lengthen the legs a little bit, which I might actually have to do. Yeah, they're a little too short. Oh, it's a good thing I caught that. Okay, let's bring her up a little bit here. There we go, perfect. And then yeah, the feet's not been cut off too bad. And then... my mic's not connected to... no, it's fine, okay. Sorry, I had another thought of what it might be. Taiwan Miku is perfectly accurate and there are no mistakes. You're more than just Hannah Smith, you're Hannah someone. Oh, thank you, Phoenix. Now draw vodka, Tito. No, no. No, I'm done. This is it. This is the last one. Not the last Miku. The last Uma. You get one, and then I have to take other requests. That is the rule. That is the rule as I wrote it in stone many a moon ago. Ignore the fact that I've never mentioned it before now. Okay, and then we... oh, and then there's a second set of boots. I see! Little boots. With little bows, that's quite cute. Actually, that's very fitting. Miku has the exact same thing. Well, not the exact same thing, but just got the little shoes and then the high stockings. So that works out perfectly well. Perfect. Okay, nice. There we go. And that is Scarlet Daiwa Miku. I'm not sure if you can see very much Miku through the Daiwa. Like I said, I think a color palette swap to lean more heavily on Miku, focus more on the blues and the whites and the blacks, would be much better. You are Hannah someone is so fucking funny. Yeah. Uh-oh. Are we okay? Okay, we're alright. Oh, thanks, guys. Okay. Small break before moving on to the next one. I need to start taking more breaks as I reach my big old age of 25 in the next couple months. Croissant. Of course the South... Oh, I'm not gonna read that. Oh, TC. One day vodka Tito shall exist, but not today. Not today. I am sorry. Don't let me get the whip. No breaks. An old question mark. No, no. I'm merely middle-aged. I'm not old yet. Oof. Time caught up with me though, damn. Ah. Okay. Mongolian throat singer? For what purpose? Took actual psychic damage. Hearing Hannah's just 5 years older than me. Nah! I'm almost 25. I'm not there yet. I'll be there one day. One day soon. One day that's approaching rapidly, actually. Phoenix, I've been an absolute amaze of all the art you've done for Year of Immortal. I'm a bit upset that you're actually more productive about the Year of Immortal than I've been. It's been amazing. It's all your art's very fantastic. I thought you were older? Yes, good. Yes. When someone says I am 20-something and I'm getting old, that makes me depressed. Yeah. Look. I make jokes, but realistically, I'm fine. I think I'll still be saying the same thing when I'm 30, when I'm 40. Like, that's the thing, is you keep saying, oh, I'm getting old, but you're only old when you feel you're old. When you start telling yourself, I can't do this, I'm old. I think that's the only point in your life where you really have, like, you're over the hill only because you perceive yourself to be. And I mean, I'm probably still going to be doing exactly the same that I'm doing now in like 10 years time, so oh, I hope I'm doing much bigger projects then. By bigger projects, I mean the actual comic. That thing's going to take years to finish. But yeah. I hope I just hope I'm happy doing what I'm doing. It's all I can hope for my big old age of 30 one day. But yeah, no, I think age really is just your perspective of it. As a mature adult, I don't want to do the whole... I've overthought it. I'm stepping back. Now that the Immortal AU and the Immortal Yuri is done, what should I do? Ooh. Immortal Yaoi. It's the only option. Oh yeah, certainly. I don't have any plans of getting old anytime soon. Yeah! If we're old, you're a child. Exactly! That's the thing. You can't talk about being like, oh, I'm so old. Because there's always going to be, especially nowadays, like on the internet and everything, there's always going to be people who are like much older than you. Or even a little bit older than you. And as soon as you start saying like, oh, I'm old, I'm over the hill, I'm depressed, you just make them feel bad. And that's not what I want to do. But that having been said, I do say stuff like, I'm terrified of getting older, 25, I'm over the hill. I do say that a lot. And I do need to start not saying that at all. It's just such a universal thing that I've heard like every adult in my life say for so long. And then I started saying it, and it was just such an easy thing to say. I don't know. Maybe I did internalize some stuff along the way. I shall simply unlearn it, as we all must do. Make more characters, and I'm tired of making Tala. I gave you more characters! What about Taran? Taran is basically male Tala. Miku, who is suspiciously red and has drills for twin tails for some reason. It's all about mindset, yeah. My first time on stream and already talking about my about age now. I'm 28 and just now finding my whimsy and my art and passions. Exactly! That's fantastic. That's amazing. That's really cool that you're able to do that you're in a place to do that. That's another thing as well, is that like when you're young, I feel like there's so much pressure to do so much stuff. But, you know, get good grades, get a good career, get a good education, get all your ducks in a row and do everything now so that you'll have an easier life later. And don't get me wrong, that's all fine and well and true in many cases, some cases. But at the same time, how amazing that when you get older and things do become easier, in theory, according to the trajectory that we've been told exists by older folks who have experienced that same thing, how wonderful that you will get to a point where you have the freedom in time and energy to be able to pursue things that you're actually passionate about instead of just grinding, trying to reach this point in your life where you feel you're supposed to be. That's the other thing about your 20s, is that you're told a lot where you're supposed to be. And I feel like that's more detrimental than it will ever be helpful. You are where you are, and you can put a hell of a lot of work in to go to a different place if that's what you want for yourself. But I think it's equally as valid to just not. Just enjoy the space where you are now. And live life at your own pace. I'm saying a lot of generic stuff. I am aware. I am aware. It's stuff that I believe, but like clearly I haven't said any of it out loud before. And it might feel a little contradictory based on like other things I've like maybe said in the past. I hope not. But anyway. Bold of you to assume I'll ever be financially stable. I can hope. I can hope we'll all be financially stable one day. Hannah, behold Tala. Hannah, this is the 5th time you've shown Tala in show and tell. It happens to all of us. No! Taking advantage that you are already here. Besides AUs and Yuri, what do you Tumblr types do with fandoms that I could do? That's not a question for me to answer. I should not have read that aloud. Yeah. Yeah, write fanfiction and post to AO3. Yes, yeah. Yeah, Marita, I do agree. I do, yeah. It is a bit unfortunate, but to feel as though there is no... I'm so sorry. The alarm for the property keeps going off. I'm sure it's fine. I just hope that it's not bothering anyone. Anyway, yeah, no, where was I? Right, yeah. Yeah. As soon as you lose hope for the future, that's kind of the end of it. And it's very easy to lose hope for the future. It's important to find little things to keep moving forward for. That's my perspective on it. Are we actually allowed to do AO3 fiction of a mortal? I mean, I can't stop you. Not a problem at all. Send link when done. Yes, yes, yes. I would have an immense amount of fun seeing AO3 fanfiction, especially once the comics out. I do know what's gonna happen, so it is frustrating not being able to say anything to anyone. But if you want to like write fanfic of what you think it's gonna be about, that would be pretty sick. It'd be cool to see what people come up with. Can we do a Mortal animatics based on Split End's comic though? Oh my god, if you want to, that would be incredible. I wouldn't even... Yeah! 100%. Immortal Danny Phantom crossover AO3. If you do Immortal Danny Phantom crossover, I will see it. I'm on AO3 all the time looking at the Danny Phantom latest release tags. If you do that, I will see it. And that is a threat. Please do it respectfully though. There's other people on the AO3 tag for Danny Phantom. I don't want them to hate me. Are you fine adding characters from Immortal as background characters in a future episode? Yeah, of course, 100%. Yeah, honestly, if anyone's willing to play around with the characters or the setting or the vague ideas of a plot that you might have regarding the characters, yeah, I will never ever say no to anything like that. That would be incredible. I find it very unbelievable that anyone would want to do that. That I would just be so incredibly flattered. That would be sick. I'm gonna make Tala fight aliens. Yes. Tala in space, not clickbait. Immortal X Ruby out of spite for you, Giorgio. No. Danny Phantomed until he became immortal. Okay, if you are gonna do Danny Phantom crossover material, fanfics with Immortal, the one caveat is that you have to actually have watched Danny Phantom. You need to have seen all 3 seasons of Danny Phantom. You need to have done the reading, and then you can write fanfic. That sounded like a confession? Oh no, which part? I feel like we missed the plot about Miku. No, it's fine. Oh, Villa Lactia, thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I always love hearing that, you know, my videos made a difference on someone's approach to their writing. That's really, really cool to hear. Good luck with your story. Immortal X Metal Gear, of course, yeah. Now that I think about it, Tala would be a nearly different species to the modern humans in my settings with how genetically modified they are to become perfect. Ooh, cool. Yeah, 100%. Ugh, I'm terrified of what I'm gonna have to... Well, I haven't thought extensively about how Tala would be seen in her modern day. She certainly would look different. She'd look quite exotic, maybe a little bit like more, like a little uncanny valley in the face, but she could just look like a person. I haven't done a lot of thought to it. Like it's difficult because some recreations of Neanderthal or human Homo sapien, you know, faces and skulls and such look like normal people to me. It's just like a person that you would see on the street. And then sometimes they do not. And it's very interesting. I wonder which way it would lean. Again, I haven't given that much thought to it. I will. Have to. I have to. But later. Okay. I'm pretty sure Hannah is just sapien though. Yeah. It's a pity, hey? I'm sure if I looked into it, there'd be a little bit of Neanderthal in there. But alas. For now. Okay. I think we've taken a nice break. Do we have any more requests for the next Miku? Oh, I love the Dignus Atlas and I want to do fan content with them. Oh, oh, that's amazing. I'm so split between you making Homo floresiensis Miku or making her Gigan from Godzilla. Every Miku is canon. Ooh, okay. Brazilian Miku. Of course, of course. Oh, wow. Thank you very much, Human Racing. I've returned from the abyss and it occurred to me that true happiness is Miku playing a comically oversized Omnichord OM27. I literally escaped from the Danny Phantom Mines. Please drag me back in, I beg of you. That's amazing. Oh, I can like these. Oh, I'm finding out new things. Thank you very, very much, Human Racing. That is extremely generous of you. Thank you. Okay. I'm afraid Human Racing has has swept the competition. Omnichord OM27. 27. Ah. Oh, I see why you said oversized. Comically oversized. Ah, okay. Okay. Interesting. How does one hold it? It's such a shape. I feel like I could throw it like a discus. That... Okay, I see. So you have it on your lap. What if you also had it hanging around your neck like an electric guitar? What happened? I blacked out there for a sec. Don't worry about it even. Don't worry about it. Thank you very much. Okay, let's... There we go. Okay, let's have the... Okay, so we want it to be like... Oh, let me look at the shapes. Okay. Okay. Oh no, I've got it upside down. So like that, right? Yeah. And then I think it would be funny if it was like just around her. Just literally like an electric guitar. There we go. Okay, and then... Okay, so we would have that, and then... Hips would be here. And then like that, and then... She's standing a bit like a Bratz doll, but that's okay. And then you play it like a piano? That's quite fun. Uh-huh. There we go, like that. Yeah. Yeah. Or maybe I should do something a bit more interesting with the pigtails. Hang on. So all the weight would be on this foot. So you want it to be maybe pointed out? Okay. Yeah. 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 I just keep saying yeah. Breadstone. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so we've got our classic hair. And then the pigtail squares. Right, that's right, right? Yeah. We're going with a classic Miku. There we go. Okay. There we go. Miku strikes me as someone who would also play the bass guitar. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Hang on. I need to do a quick look at the original outfit again. Oh, there's pins in it that I didn't notice before. Ah, okay. I do need to pay more attention to the outfit. Huh. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, and then we've got like that. And then the big old sleeves. Cover them up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Well, not cover them up, but get rid of the underlayer. The line art underneath. So that you can better see it. Okay, and then it's actually a bit looser than I thought it was as well. That's quite nice. Yeah. Is that a line on the shirt that I'm not seeing? No, that's... Okay, maybe it is, but it's like a seam. Ah, it doesn't mean anything. It's fine. And let's go here. Got our sleeve coming up here. And there we go. Okay. Okay, and then hang on. There we go, that's better. Can't tell if her hand's a bit too big for her proportions, but I'm sure it's fine. There we go, like that. And of course the hair you cannot forget. There we go. There we go. Like that. And then like that. And little shoes. I cannot draw little shoes. Like that and like that. Perfect. And like that, like that, like that. Like that. Nice. So she's like jamming, right? I hope that comes through. It's like a little bit of a sway there. That's how action lines work, right? I suck at action lines. One day I'll get better, maybe. But for now I'm not very good at them. I think you should add a funny little hat. Even Racing, would you like a little hat? Let's see. A little hat. Oh, okay then. There we go. Delightful. Absolutely, positively fantastic. And then, right. Hands. I remember hands. I remember how they look. I remember how they work. I have 2 of them myself. Indeed. Indeed. The soul is amplified by the heat. Was that an insistence? An insistent hidden yawn? Okay. Bye, Swedish guy. Thank you very much for sticking around and hanging out with us. Okay, now I need to turn this upside down in my brain. Okay, so stuff comes here, and then that's like that, and then it goes like that. I'm guessing that's where some of the sound comes out. It looks like a speaker. And then keyboard here. But it's big. It's big. This is not going to be very good. I am warning you guys ahead of time. Very quick sort of sketch. And then they divide that into 3. And then there's a bunch of buttons on this side. No. Big button, little button. 4 more buttons that are separate. 3 more buttons that are separate. And then there you go. Behold. It is beautiful. The most glorious of Mikus. Let's see. And there we go. Nice. Hi. Anyway. If you need a good reference for the Omnicord, watch Dab Chick versus Omnicord. It's one of the videos of all time. Brazilian Miku with the Phoenix Star watermark. I feel like Brazilian Miku is already a very established Miku. Okay, Phoenix. Oh, Bairasaki Animation, thank you very much for sticking around. Oh, thank you. And Miku is a JoJo stand. Let's see. But but not with the watermark. I see. Miku in a Miku suit. Oh, bye, Rosemary. Thank you very much for sticking around. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's do Brazilian Miku. Since it seems some mysterious person in the chat seemed very insistent on Brazilian Miku. Yes. Baby No Money Brazilian Miku cosplay. Okay. I'm beginning to understand why people like Brazilian Miku. There's an awful lot of fan art here. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. Let's find something a little bit more family friendly. You know what? Forget about it. Oh. It's like a dog disguising itself as a dog by wearing a dog costume. What, for Baby No Money? Oh no, Phoenix, I'm sorry. It's a very fun... I do love them. I don't know, is it a meme? No, not really. It's very cool. I mean, it kicked off the idea of Mikus from other cultures and other countries. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I am sorry. Rambo Miku. Ah. I think Phoenix wants you to not make stereotypical Brazilian Miku, but a more culturally appropriate Brazilian Miku. I could absolutely give my best shot at it. I am not Brazilian. I could not begin to assume to know everything that there is. Oh, I'm very sorry. Yeah, it is a very, very fun way to show off a culture. Oh, this is sweet. I like this. This is nice. Okay. Traditionally dressed Brazilian Miku? Phoenix, yes, okay. Phoenix, yes, help. What would be a accurate Brazilian Miku to draw? I'll get started on the frame. Let's keep with the fun vibe, because I do really like how very energetic. Oh no. Check the Discord. Okay, here I go. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, that's lovely art. Okay, okay, hang on. Let me... do you mind if I show off your art, Phoenix? I think it's very cool. '40s Brazilian Miku. Ah. That's also cool, yeah. Oh, thank you, Phoenix. Okay. Which one of these files can I open that isn't going to open on the third monitor? Ah, I guessed right. Okay, let's see. There. There we go. We shall use that one as a reference. Thank you very, very, very much, Phoenix. That's a terrible ad. There you go. There we go. Everyone take a good look. Absolutely gorgeous. I hope my model is not blocking any of it. There we go. Okay. I really like the dress. It's very cool. Okay, so. Love the headdress as well. Oh, I'm doing this on the wrong layer. Okay, so. Okay, shoulders up. And like that. Like that. Would it still be okay for her to do the peace sign? Or do you think that wouldn't fit well with the aesthetic? Turn the Miku stream back to Tala. I did it. Yeah, sure. Okay. There we go. Could you do an Afghan Miku in traditional clothes? Since that's my ethnic heritage, it would be pretty unique, and Afghan women traditional clothing would look neat on Miku. Yeah, for sure. Again, I'm not really qualified for half of these, but yeah, I can absolutely. I'll do my best. Okay. Very cool, Risaki. Okay. Your bird drawings could use some improving work, just saying. Boo. They were addressing me, by the way, so not Phoenix. Okay. Do a thumbs up instead. Oh, don't do it. It means something. Okay. I'll do something else. What does it mean? No, wait, I don't want to know. I don't want to. Just don't do it. I can put my head down. Accidental game. No, that's a case. What are you doing to me? Okay, let's do something. We'll have the clothes be the center of the, Jesus. You guys are gonna get me in trouble. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, and yeah, so they're the focus. And then we let's put that up here. There we go. Like that. And like that. Okay, okay. Like that, and like that. There we go. That seems right. I've just done this arm a little too long, I fear. There we go, much better. The Brazilian government is sending their agents to Hannah's location as we speak. They will reach you in 2 days. 7 days. Let's see, okay. Okay, okay, okay. I also like the 40s image here. Oh, I see, and the sleeves are very similar as well. Okay, hang on. So something like this. And then very frilly like that. Can I still give her the tie? No, I'm kidding. Let's see. Like that and like that. Okay. And then gorgeous necklace as well. But there's no frills on this one. Let's keep the... I like that a lot. This... hang on. There we go. Yeah, this particular sleeve that's done sort of in layers. It's not layers. Strips. Stripes? Language? Are you there? Okay, and then we do like that. I believe that's what that is that I'm looking at. And then, does it keep going through the dress, or is it closed at the corners here? I'll pretend like they are until I'm told otherwise. Oh, it's Carmen Miranda? I do know Carmen Miranda. Brazilian icon during the 40s. Yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking about it the other day, weirdly enough. I don't know why. It just kind of crossed my mind. Premonition. Okay, let's see. And then we... Ooh, bracelets? Yeah. Like that. Is that okay? Like that. On both. There you go. Like that. I'm having a bit of trouble seeing what the front of the dress looks like on both images. Does it sort of go like that, and then would it have the frills on the bottom as well? Let's see. No. Get out of my head. Okay. Let's see. We'll go with the frills until I'm told otherwise. Seems to be something I've been saying a lot. Oh, that's cool. Is it like... No, that doesn't look nice. I was gonna say, is it like... Just looking at the Carmen Miranda image, it kind of looks like there's stuff on the front. I guess it doesn't have to. I feel like I've got this much too low, don't I? No, I can make it work, but is that correct, is my question. No, I think I've got that right. Okay, and then... Oh, can I mess around with the headdress a little bit? I want to do... this... on either side of the pigtails. But if that looks objectively wrong, then I won't do it. Yes, I can? Yes, okay. Like that. Let's see, and then like that. Okay, and then we are supposed to be Mikufying this, aren't we? Actually, are we? Miku always feels like the template for these, but never the real... Like, the pigtails stay, but I feel like everything else is sort of up for grabs. Okay, and then that goes around the midriff. Let's see, and then... That's cool, I like these. Sort of... What would you call them? Ribbons? Are they part of the whole dress, or are they two separate pieces of clothing? Is my question. Okay, let's see. Everything is up for grabs. It's a carnival dress. I see. Okay. I pronounced that wrong, didn't I? Carnival. That explains why it's so pretty. Okay. Okay, so let's do the signature Miku hair. I'm getting better at this every time I do it. And then, ooh, our earrings. What? I could do something like big and chunky. Similar to the necklace, which I actually didn't finish. Like that. There we go. Like that. And then I think I'll do some gems and stuff on the top as well to match the... you can't really tell that they're gems, but in my head they're gems. And then, I feel like the fruit on the head thing is very Carmen Miranda localized. Central to her character. It's carnival. I know, I'm sorry. Mardi Gras Miku? Maybe. I don't know if we'll have time. We've kind of only got about 40s, under 40 minutes left. Gambate. I shall do my best. I kind of want to incorporate the frills here as well, but let's do like that, just for the top. And then we'll go with the beads. I believe they're beads. Yeah, okay. So then let's like that, and then like that, and then like that, and then like that. Like that. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Phoenix. And then, perfect. And then we'll just... I won't be able to do them as neatly as you have, I'm afraid. I shall simply have to get the vague approximation of circles and beads. Yay! Thank you, Phoenix. Okay. That's the thing. When I do stuff like this for especially peoples and cultures that I'm not completely familiar with, I do want to do it justice, you know? But I'm having a lot of fun with this so far. And the fact that it's... I've also got first-hand confirmation in real time. It's very, very cool. Let's see. Okay. And... you don't need to do the rings because they're very complicated. I did them anyway. There we go. Oh, and then lovely sandals. Yes. Like that, and then I really have gotten into the habit of drawing the most bird-like ankles. And I do think I can get away with it as an art style, but I do worry sometimes that it's a little too thin for how I proportion the rest of all the characters. I do have very thin wrists as well, so at least there's consistency there. I'm not sure if I like it enough to keep it. What can I do? Oh, and then I'm just going to take a little bit of creative liberty and I'm just going to give the frills back. And then... there we go. Just on the very end. There we go. I like this a lot. I like this very, very much. I cannot do the bird, however. I feel like that's going to take me a little too long. And then we'll give a little twist to the hair so that it flows with the dress. Does that look okay? Maybe it looks a little too stiff, actually, like that. Like that. There we go. Behold! Biblically accurate Brazilian Miku. Well, 40s accurate Brazilian Miku. Carnival Brazilian Miku. There we go. The bird is named Loro Jose. I hope I pronounced that right. Loro. Loro. Luri. Oh. Yippee! Oh, nice. I'm glad you like a phoenix. Okay. Let us, once again, push the canvas this way. Uh-huh. There we go. Nice. Okay. How about we do a part 2 of the stream? I would love to, but I'm a little scared that it would win again. And then there's 2 Miku streams. This makes up for the lack of Paralives? Ah, I see, I see. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Oh, Afghan clothing's beautiful. Sorry, yes, I did say I would, didn't I? Nah. Will there be a Paralive stream? There will if it gets voted in. It is currently on the poll if you are a patron member. It will be on the poll for tomorrow's poll. It'll be an option on tomorrow's one as well. Yeah, maybe if it gets in. We must combine lore. Umamusumi's Miku or Rimworld Miku. Jose. Ah, I see. Jose. Okay. I am just... Jose became... Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I unfortunately make all of the same exact, like, ignorant mistakes that, like, Americans tend to do with foreign... with foreign names. Foreign to them, I guess. Let's see. The one Miku stream is fine. Yeah, I do enjoy finding new things to do. And I feel like this is a very popular option to be revoted. Therefore, it would win over the others, which also need a fair shot. I'm a little sad that the Animal Farm stream is dead in the water. I have the book on my shelf here next to my desk. It was waiting in preparation for the stream because I was very excited about it. I really wanted to make fun of the movie just by reading the book. But alas, now I can't make you all sad with the book. Left-hand Miku, so basically a normal Miku, but with strange smile and 4 spear-tip chains coming from her back. Oh, it's a creepypasta. Ah, I've never heard of that one before. That's cool. I'm sorry, everyone just went, no, it's fine. Book night sounds great, but the people have spoken. Yes, I know. Okay, we have time for one more. And I did say that I would do Afghan Miku, which is a shame because that means we won't get a chance to do South African Miku. But as I said before, I'm a tourist in my own country. And, well, my own country. The country I have been living in for most of my life. I am a tourist here. I do not know anything. If you look it up, though, there are plenty of fantastic artists who have made their own versions of South African Miku. And it's very, very cool to see. One of them's wearing a Springboks shirt. Let's see. Okay. What can I do for this? Let me know if I get any of these wrong. Miku. Okay. Cat Miku, Cat Miku. Oh, maybe we'll have time for Cat Miku. Okay. Let's kick it into overdrive. I don't know if I can. It's a little late for me, but we'll try. Let's see. Okay, let's try. That's. Sorry, I'm whistling into the mic. That's. Oh. I do hope these are accurate, not. No, that feels. Fine. Okay. I'm just gonna bite. I'm biting the bullet. We're doing one of these. There's a lot of beautiful options to choose from, but I don't know which ones have been reimagined in the modern setting. Which I guess wouldn't be awful, but it's still the same concept, and it would have been reimagined by people in Afghan. I'm overthinking it. It's fine. I'm drawing. We're starting. Okay. Like that. And okay, we'll get the collarbone down. Shoulder. Chest. Rib cage. And then we'll have go. Oh, that'll be difficult. How does one do pigtails with a veil? Suppose I could just go without the veil. Is the veil very important to the Is the... Yeah. That is the question that I have. Yes, is the... Just have it surround the pigtails. Just have it sort of tent over the top like that. Wait, no, that might be cute. Wait. Just have it envelop the pigtails. It's like that. It's giving medieval princess. Not a terrible thing, I suppose. Okay, there we go. So, okay, so we've got the skirt, which would then... Oh, where's the picture I was looking at before? I've lost it. It was here. Okay. No, it was over here. I looked at a couple too many. Okay, and then, yeah, and then it's like that, and then... Very cool. Very interesting shape as well. I wonder if it's because of the embroidery on the bottom. Okay. So, quite big. Big skirts. Very pretty. Okay, and there. Like that. Okay, and... Again, if I'm portraying anything incorrectly, please call me out on it immediately. Okay. God, this is very beautiful. I love maximalism in design, and this is gorgeous. Oh, Tito, no worries. Yeah, no worries at all. Let's see. Hijabi cosplayers get very creative with the hijabs for these sort of things. Oh, that's cool. Okay, God, this is beautiful. Okay, lots of jewels. Let's do... This is the first time I've done the face and not the hair first, and I'm tripping myself up. Okay, and then we would have... Let's do the pigtails with these similar to the necklace here. Let's see. Oh, you should pull up a reference pic so I can see. Yes, I probably should, shouldn't I? This one's not bad because it's got a... it's got a blur on the face, which I actually very much prefer. There we go. Let me know if this is accurate. Yeah. It says it's says it's traditional, but you know it's the internet. Hey. South Africa has a weird time zone. Why can't it be not 11:30 at night? Unfortunately, it's the same time zone as England, so... well, more or less the same. Oh yeah, that's accurate. Nice! Okay, there we go. Ooh. Let's see. Where do I put her? So yeah, so she's not wearing a veil, but a lot of the other images I was looking at portrayed these very beautiful long, like simple sheer material veils. So it I'm still kind of laughing at the pigtails. Okay. Nice, and then this actually makes it easier for me because now I'm not looking from one monitor to the next. I can just do it all in one go. Are you guys able to see what I'm looking at, is the question. Yes, okay. Let's see. I'm in England. I think it's an hour ahead. Yeah, we're very similar, but we are like a little bit off. Hour ahead there, hour ahead here. It's interesting as well though, because I think if you go to the Western Cape, it is kind of like it should be exactly the same time-wise, but South Africa doesn't have time zones across its its landmass, so it is just one time zone the entire country over, which I find very interesting and kind of funny. Okay. Okay. The details in the embroidering I am going to have to sort of brush over in very broad strokes, which is a bit of a pity, but I fear that if I spent time doing it the justice it deserves, I would die here. I would be here all night. It is extremely gorgeous though. Okay. Sorry, I do keep saying gorgeous, but that really is just... I am such a big fan of maximalist everything. I adore details and stuff. And it's a pity because a lot of the time in art, especially for things like comics, you can't really bring that detail through as much as you would like to, simply because of the time constraint of it all, right? So it's very cool to see stuff like this in reality where there is no constraint. Once it's made forever. You don't have to worry about it. Dang. If only there was some kind of program that could make what I was imagining immediately. That didn't kill the... the sleeves are very cool. Okay, so very big. Hey, just like Miku's outfit. And then cut my... Yeah. Okay, so like that.
Also very baggy, which I like. Don't have to draw as many details with the body. Which is just not true. Don't trust me when I say that, that is not true. Things will still look wrong if you're anatomically incorrect under the dress. Okay, so then... And... like that, and then... God, how long must it take to make all that? It's so elaborate. Again, like I'm just not doing it justice at all. Uh-huh. Yeah. No matter what I do, it's not going to look as good as the original. So I'm just going to cut my losses, mayhaps. And then... like that. I actually think I've made the dress a bit too tall. I might have to cut it a bit. Like that feels more like her height. Because like her hips would be here. And then her head height, which means her feet are only going to be there. So what if I just... there we go. You can just see a shoe there. Though I know some of you would like to see toe. Sorry. Now you're good, it's a whole lot on it. Yeah. I can only imagine animating something like this would be absolutely insane. I'd love to see a finished product of that though, sure. Not that I think you're making something that is strictly tied to your roots, but still. Would be cool. Ah, there we go. And then... there we go, something like that. Again, we're doing little twisties for the hair to make it look a little bit more animated. Okay, and then the veil. I saw some that had like a little bit of a lace thing at the front here, which I thought looked very, very pretty. And then, there we go. There we go, like that. Not quite like that. Like that. There we go. Ah, I forgot a sleeve. Oh yeah. There we go. And there we go. Sorry about that. There we go. Like that. Thank you, Big Sleeve. You are my best friend, Big Sleeve. Okay. Here we go. I hope that looks okay. I had a lot of fun with this one. specifically with the veil. I think it looks very fun. Ah. Yeah, okay. Gang, I think that may be it for the evening. The poses from both cultural Mikus do complement each other? Oh, they do, kind of. Yeah, they sort of lead, they lead through each other. That's quite nice. Yeah, you got the... Yeah. That's pretty. I didn't even mean that. That's cool. Oh, thank you for thank you for requesting it, Rizaki. It was very, very cool. It's very cool to be able to draw clothing from other cultures while people from those cultures are right here and can tell me if I'm doing something terribly wrong. Because unfortunately that is definitely an anxiety I have when it comes to this. But it's very cool. I think these look amazing. I am biased though. I did make them. But yeah, no, thank you very much. Thank you. This is very fun. This is very cool. This is... Let me zoom this out a little bit, actually. What can I do to make you stand out a bit more? Not much. Okay. Let's... There we go. I think we got a good number of Mikus done today, hey? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not counting the little doodle at the beginning. Yeah. It's about standard for our streams, eh? I can't really seem to crack the 5 to 6 number. But that's alright. Nah. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Yeah, I thank you very much, Phoenix and Rizaki. This is very cool at the very end here. Yeah, maybe we will do a Miku stream somewhere down the line. Give me a minute to try out a couple other options and ideas, and then we shall see if we return to this one if it's popular enough as an option. Yeah, the stream was good because Miku. Yeah, no, don't worry, I had nothing to do with it. Yeah, thank you. I hope you all have a fantastic evening, night, day, rest of your week. Thank you very much for your kind words. And yeah, thank you very much, Miku, for guest starring on the stream tonight. And yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, TC. Thank you, Lawnmower. Thank you, Tita. Thank you, everyone. I'm remembering all the regular faces now, which is quite nice. Yeah, thank you all very, very much. And have a fantastic evening. I've said that already. Anyway. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.